I know it's been a couple of weeks, but let's talk about this okay season of 90 Day Fiancé. If you enjoy hot topics, reality TV, and more, be sure to follow me here and subscribe to my podcast, KEMPIRE Radio, link in bio. I guess it's only fair that we start with these two. Well, in the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Brandon brings his parents that I hear, rumor has it, are swingers, allegedly. Anyways, we'll do a deeper dive later. However, he brings them to this dinner because she has had it up to here with them putting her to work on this farm. And he negotiates, possibly because the parents are upset. They do not want him to move out. They're saying it's impossible. The father is pig-headed and he's just like, no, I refuse to budge on this. But the mother does not want her son to leave the house. Anyway, so they negotiate where he's able to sleep with her in the same room and she won't have to help out with the animals anymore. I don't believe that. I'm going to keep following. This is probably the most interesting couple on 90 Day Fiancé. Like for part 2. Here's part 2 of my thoughts on the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. If you enjoy hot topics, reality TV, and more, be sure to follow me here and subscribe to my podcast, KEMPIRE Radio, link in bio. Look, I haven't loved Natalie this season or previous seasons that she's been on. However, I do find it strange that Mike is going to marry this woman but doesn't want to give her the ring, didn't want to actually schedule a date, and doesn't want to make plans for this wedding. Mike, I loved you so far to the season until this recent episode. I don't get, if you're going to marry this woman, you should be planning a wedding. You should be setting a date and you should give her the ring because that would show that you plan to marry her. If you don't plan to marry her, why did you even have her come here? It's such a waste of time, and I get it's reality TV, but it's becoming frustrating to watch her beg for this ring, to beg to plan this wedding. She's right. You have to coordinate these things. She has to figure out a way to get her mother there. She has to figure out a wedding. Here's part 3 of my thoughts on the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. If you enjoy hot topics, reality TV, and more, be sure to follow me here and subscribe to my podcast, KEMPIRE Radio, link in bio. Very much like the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the new season of 90 Day Fiancé is pretty dry. And I'm not going to talk about all the couples. Some of these couples like Rebecca and Tara, I'm not interested in. And their storylines seem very forced. But this storyline seems very forced as well. This is, of course, Stephanie and Ryan. She's actually made it to Belize, and now she's telling him that she slept with his cousin, and he reveals that he already knew, but he still wants to marry her. I see that he just wants to get to the States. And I don't know if you guys saw the previous episode where she came to Belize and she had a suitcase full of expensive gifts and a $3,000 watch. First of all, I'm sure him and his family would appreciate the cash more than a $3,000 watch. I didn't really want to talk about this couple, but here's part 4 of my thoughts on the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. If you enjoy hot topics, reality TV, and more, be sure to follow me here and subscribe to my podcast, KEMPIRE Radio, link in bio. I almost completely forgot about this couple in this particular episode because there really wasn't a lot. Her telling him that she's pregnant and then him accusing her joking, and she's done it in the past. That seems weird to be joking about something like that and him not believing her. I don't know about this relationship, but like I said before, if you don't know, apparently they do make it through the 90 days and they do have a child together. So I already watched that particular scene with Rebecca's friend and Zayed and how she confronts him. First of all, if that was my friend, she would have gotten an uppercut. And I mean, when I say uppercut, I mean with my words. Like, get up out my house. Don't talk to my fiance that way. But apparently they aren't talking because I watched 90 Day Bersol and Rebecca talks about it. I'm not in love with Rebecca. I feel like she's desperate for a storyline and I'm over it.